and welcome back to SuperGeniusZeb Plays Minecraft. So today we are starting off the episode in this cave system I found by complete accident. Well, sort of on purpose, sort of by accident, while recording the first episode of a new series on my channel, which you may have or may have not seen, called Thought Dispenser. It's a series where I discuss. Well, it's not really discussing, it's just me talking. I talk about and share my opinion on various subjects related to Minecraft. And so I sort of came up with the name when I was thinking, something cool, like, what is it? It's my thoughts, okay? And, I wanted to add something Minecrafty to the end, but I thought that Thoughtcraft, I was almost certain was taken for something else. And, like opinion craft sounded so, I don't know, generic or something. I wanted something unique, kind of catchy. So I thought, what if you just like have a dispenser, like dispensing, thoughts, and that's what I thought of was thought dispenser. So that's what I called it. So yeah, in this cave, it's like almost every time I would walk around a corner, there'd be another creeper, like, coming toward me, and I have to hit him with my sword. It's weird because there's just so many of them. Like, it's like almost no zombies so far. One skeleton, and literally every single other mob I found in these caves were creepers. All of them. I'm sure that throughout the recording of I've already forgotten the name, Thought Dispenser, and like all the discarded footage where I had to like retake something because I messed up saying something or something. I had encountered like creepers and so I'm almost certain it's at least seven creepers right now. But anyway, I found like a stack and some iron, and I'm gonna go head up to the surface with all my. I was about to say delicious, but iron is not delicious. Gold is not really that delicious either, and lava isn't delicious unless you're playing on the Love and Hugs update where it's cheese. But yeah, right. Gonna go up now. You're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. Like a creeper and another creeper, and it's just creepers. It's ah ah oh. Well, that was a dumb move. So I actually had to swim up out of this like pool here because I got lost and wasn't really sure where I was going. But now that I look at it in retrospect, I was actually not really that far from where I started, which was over in the mines in my house. Huh. I actually went down to go get diamonds and find some diamonds before the episode started, but instead I just found a crazy ton of iron, which I'm happy with, because I wore out like a whole bunch of stone pickaxes and iron pickaxes, and suddenly my frame rate dropped. I have a couple programs running in the background, so that's probably the reason why. I'm gonna go to sleep. Oh, and look, there's the thought dispenser that I didn't pick up. I'll pick it up later. Having a roof like this, it has its advantages and disadvantages. One, the disadvantage is that mobs can sometimes just take shelter underneath here. The advantage, though, is that I get to kill them and get their XP. ah. Okay, so the goal of this episode, which I have actually forgotten to state up until now, today I think we're going to be building a potatoes farm / carrot farm / wheat farm. Basically a crop farm, which will also work with beetroots in the future. I think I'm going to be building a fast bone meal one, and then I will build one that works, that's a sort of larger one that doesn't necessarily need bone meal. Also, before I do that though, I think I'm going to go check out the village that we found a little while ago and see if I can do any of the trades that they have, because I actually don't really remember what any of their trades are. I also might want to light their village up, which is why I have brought 0 torches. I just found some cactus laying on the ground. Interesting. Looks like a sand pit. Ah, those dead bushes aren't renewable. I don't think. Ah, I just destroyed one permanently. That's one less I can use for decorations. What's down here anyway? Creepy music, spooky music. It's just a cave. It's hoping for a spawner. Probably might be a spawner down there in that cave, but right, I need to get to the village. Right. So, it turns out that, this village only has 3 villagers in it total. And, the only good trade is 12 books for an emerald. I didn't bring any books, so I need to now go back all the way over there and go get some of my books. And then come all the way back and see what else he has to offer. Everything else is either buying stuff with emeralds that I don't have, or bad trades, like gold for emeralds. So, let's go back. And this is kind of cool. I'm gonna make sure never to break that. Huh, I had no idea that you could just use these different kinds of planks interchangeably when you're using a crafting recipe for something like this. But oh well, that's nice. Anyway, I have returned here to my base house thing. I've made a bunch of books and taken the ones I already had, and I've built this. It's a farm that is the fastest and I think most compact wheat, carrots, potatoes, and beetroot farm. Of course, it only really works in 1.9, I believe, due to the torch burnout mechanics or something. And I've modified the original design, which is by a YouTuber called MrSoizes. I think that's how you say it. I'll put a link to his video in the description. But anyway, I've modified it slightly, gotten rid of a couple of like blocks like underneath the dispensers. I might actually light this block, but I don't know. I'm just trying to use as few blocks in this as possible. But anyway, yeah, the concept here is that you'll place seeds, potatoes, carrots, or beetroot right here. Click this lever, and this torch burnout clock thing will, you know, use bone meal in the dispensers. And so you'll be able to get, like, a ton, and since this is really dark here, by the time the crops are fully grown, they'll uproot themselves automatically. And so you'll have tons and tons of wheat and stuff. Unfortunately, though, I don't really have the resources, or rather, what I mean is I don't really have the bone meal to use that farm very well, but it's there, so that if we ever get a skeleton spawner, or ever start killing more skeletons, I'll be able to get rid of all of this over here. Okay, ding, 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 ding. Here we go. Happy? Yeah, take that, zombies. So, it's nighttime when I got to the village. Now I'm just, fending off zombies, I guess. I ran out of books very quickly. Obviously, I didn't make enough. And, I don't have enough emeralds to trade with the guys in that house. I'm gonna go check this one. While trying to be careful not to die. There we go. Just gonna get some XP from all of this. Okay, I still need some diamonds. So, I've gone down to the caves here. And I made a bit of TNT, 6 TNT to be precise, and I've just sort of laid them out near each other. And I'm hoping this will set off some cool, like, chain reaction thing. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just wasting my time. And this one didn't go off. Yay! Whoa! I forgot about that one. Okay. Oh, there's that one too. Yay! Explosions! I can't really see anything in here. And I bet you can't either, so, hang on, I got some coal torches. Huh. Well, I mean, it's a lot. Ooh, redstone. Okay, it's not much, but it's something. Well, at least. Oh, and there's iron and coal. Okay, never mind. This was a good idea. This was a really good idea. That's. I normally don't use TNT for fear of accidentally destroying something or just wasting sand and gunpowder. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Okay, so I have been cleaning up some of the snow around the Update-o-Matic and some of the other places, and I think that it's just about time to take this thing down. The Update-o-Matic Mark II has been sitting here for a while, and we haven't updated in a while, and that's because of how I'm still trying to complete a large square, at least a perfect 4x4 hole into the top of the nether, because I want to make a nice sort of like elevator up there that's all decorated and stuff, and I need exactly enough space to do it. And I've been using, as you may have seen in previous episodes, the dark oak saplings and bone meal trick to break the bedrock. And that doesn't work in 1.8 and 1.9. And recently, some people have actually discovered a way to break bedrock in 1.8 and 1.9, but it requires TNT minecarts, lots of pistons getting destroyed, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I don't really know if I can afford that, but even though this is costing me like so many bone. Okay, yeah, I just realized I just got bones, so I could go back and do some more work on that. But anyway, I think I'm gonna go and just tear down this Update-o-Matic and rebuild it. So let's just go and clean this all up. We're gonna build like a huge tower or something. And boy, whenever I look this direction, like my frame rate just drops. So let's not look that direction. Let's go finish tearing this down. And ta-da! Here it is, the Update-o-Matic Mark III. This thing took a lot more quartz than I was expecting. I had to make like I don't know how many trips. Must have been at least I don't know 10, maybe 15 trips to Nether to get quartz for all these blocks. You know that silk touch diamond pickaxe came in handy again when replacing and placing and replacing and breaking all these of glass panes. So it's still got the version specifier right here, which I currently haven't set to any version because we're not updating yet. And the lever works the same. It'll turn these little magical torches on. So I've got a lot of quartz, of course, here. Quartz, of course, quartz, of course. And I've used a whole bunch of slabs and stairs to create this nice looking sort of architectural design. As well as these levers, too. I thought they looked cool. And then I have this sort of like a beam of light blue stained glass up there, which I think looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Just jump up here so you can see what it looks like. It took quite a while to design and even longer to get the resources to make, so I like it. I think I did it. It looks pretty good. A whole lot better than the previous one. I originally started to build it out of stone bricks, but then I realized that that's already made of stone bricks, and I don't want to, I didn't want it to look like, just like that. So I made it out of quartz, and I thought I had a lot more quartz than I did. But anyway, here it is, the Update-o-Matic Mark III. Also, I did this a while back, but I don't think I've actually talked about it yet. This right here is supposed to be a special way of opening up this door, because normally it'll just be flush with the wall, but if you rotate this enough, a comparator behind this block will go and make the pistons retract. However, it doesn't work yet because that feature for comparators detecting items and item frames won't be added until 1.8. So yeah. So it's currently useless. But anyway, that's how I'm going to hide my little vault of secret, like, valuables. There's a very nice natural environment. Look over here. And then a very, man-made look over here. And there's a cow over there. who escaped when I was working on the cow farm several episodes back. And he's just still there. He's standing on the edge. But anyway, I think that's about all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been SuperGeniusZeb Plays Minecraft. And I will see you again in the next episode, where we will, I think, work on the brewing room over there. You can see the cauldron in the background. That's where it's gonna be. And maybe also make a sugarcane and pumpkin farm, unless the redstone contraption design I have in mind involves slime blocks, in which case we'll have to wait till 1.8. But anyway, if you like this video, please click the like button to show that you liked it. And if you really like my videos and want to always keep up to date with what's happening in this world and all my other series, then just click on the subscribe button and subscribe. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye! No! Ah! Where did that even come from? Ah!